Uncertainty is the theme of the season. Wars, geopolitical tensions, environmental disasters. All of this, coupled with an economic downturn, has plagued the globe. Global stock markets haven't been spared either. From America's Nasdaq to China's Shanghai Composite, every stock market index has been in a state of volatility. They've become extremely sensitive. Even the smallest event, speech, or forecast is affecting their movement. But amid all this, India stands out. India's stock market has consistently touched new records this year. Just this week, India's key market indices, Sensex and Nifty, made a significant new record. The Sensex surpassed 75,000 points for the first time. Meanwhile, the Nifty 50 breached the 22,750 mark. But before we talk about what's behind this bull run, let's briefly understand what Sensex and Nifty 50 are. The Sensex and the Nifty 50 are the two main stock market indices in India. They track the stock performances of India's largest publicly traded companies. The Sensex records the stock movement of 30 firms listed on the BSE, which was earlier known as the Bombay Stock Exchange. Meanwhile, the Nifty 50 is a benchmark index that represents 50 of the largest Indian companies listed on the National Stock Exchange. Both these indices have seen robust growth in the past year. Indian markets have been surging for quite some time now. The Sensex has risen almost 25% over the past year. Meanwhile, the Nifty 50 has jumped by more than 28% in the same period. India is currently the fourth largest stock market in the world, with a valuation of over $4.8 trillion. Earlier this year, India beat Hong Kong to attain that position. It's now just behind the US, China, and Japan.
This speaks volume about our economy, our corporate India, the very well regulated capital markets. Also, as one country's economy grows, the market cap of that country's capital market also grows.
There are many factors behind India's stellar performance, but let's talk about what drove the market this week. The market surge was driven by two crucial events. Firstly, investors are now more confident about India's inflation outlook. After the COVID-19 pandemic, the country's inflation breached the central bank's limit. But now, with better monetary policies, investors are upbeat about India's growth prospects. The other factor at play is corporate earnings. This week marks the beginning of India's fourth quarter earnings season. Publicly listed companies will start announcing their quarterly financial results. Investors are expecting robust growth in corporate earnings, especially from the banking and auto sectors, and that is reflecting in the markets. There's another element fueling the Indian stock market boom, and that's the country's economic growth. In recent years, the Indian economy has grown with great momentum. In the third quarter of 2023 to 2024, India's economy expanded by 8.4%. The numbers exceeded the forecasts of many national and global agencies. India's economy has performed so well that the government has further raised its growth projection for 2024.
We are the fifth largest economy, we are the fourth largest stock market. मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले 1-2 साल में अंदर we will not only be the fourth largest economy, पर उसके आगे भी बढ़ेंगे. So अभी हमारा $4 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी है. मैं कहीं था, किसी ने बोला 2028 तक ये 5 ट्रिलियन हो जाएगा, तो मैंने स्टेटमेंट इन्हें 28 तक रुकने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये 2024 के 25 के अंदर ही हो जाएगा. और उसके बाद डबलिंग $10 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बाय 2030. Global interest in India is increasing by the day, so it is looking very good.
India's market sentiment remains hugely optimistic. A record number of Indians have now started investing in the market. From 2021 to 2023, the number of investors in the Indian market has doubled. It has grown from 40 million to a whopping 80 million, bringing fresh capital into the market. The rise in participation is symptomatic of growing trust in India's stock market. Analysts expect Sensex and Nifty to continue their upswing, driven by India's strong economic performance and growth outlook. The robust rally has made Indian stocks one of the best performers globally, pushing up their valuation to record levels.